Hello everyone and welcome to the new Mazda MX5.
You're
Finally.
very excited about that.
I'm very excited about it. I'm so excited about it. Simply because I used to own one, but we'll get into that just now. Stats.
Okay, so it's 118 kilowatts, which is very similar to the last one.
It's exactly the same, in fact.
200 newtons, which I think is a bit more than the last one.
Yep.
Costs about 440,000 odd, give
Give
or
or take.
There's no options. It's manual. You get all the kit inside. Done.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's pretty much the stats. So 0 to 107.3, I think, claimed.
Yeah.
But people have done it quicker. So
And who cares how quickly you go to 0 to 100 in an MX5?
Yeah.
No one.
Hairdressers do not care. Continue.
Okay. I hate your hairdresser comment,
I'm sure
but
plenty
I'm
of
going to
people
ignore
do.
that because I used to own an MX5. In fact, this is the ND model. It's the 4th generation.
Yeah.
I had the NC model, which was the first, the
third
first two,
generation.
the 3rd generation, but the first 2 litre. This also has a 2 litre. You can get it in 1.5, but if you do,
Not
I don't
here,
know.
anyway.
Not in South Africa, and if you do, I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
May as well get the biggest engine. Why not? Got Sky Active technology within it, so it's still pretty fuel efficient. Mazdas always are quite fuel efficient.
Very fuel efficient, and the Sky Active is amazing. They're running
Yeah.
like mad compression ratios.
It's pretty
It's
ridiculous,
crazy.
which is great.
yeah.
The actual looks of the car, I think they've done a fantastic job. I'm sure a lot of other people have said that, but they have obviously butched the car up a lot more. It's got way more angles on it. It looks more aggressive. I think that's brilliant.
Push the car up. Yeah.
Are you just going to stand here while making
Yeah.
snide comments while I
Yeah.
rave on about the thing?
That's exactly it.
Okay, you keep doing that. So the looks are better. I love the two-tone thing here. Obviously, we've got the grey, which is the grey-blue color, which is horrible. Get it in the red. The red is fantastic.
Yeah, the red is
The white
definitely
looks
better
pretty
colour.
good as well.
Yeah.
For some reason, Japan has like yellow and some fantastic blues. I've seen the brochures,
We don't.
and we don't get that, and it's really frustrating because they get the yellow and the blue look amazing
very
in
cool,
this
yeah.
car, but we don't get it. So that's a pointless comment. Anyway, the getting back to the two-tone, I think the two-tone looks really good. I think it looks
haven't
very
even
cool.
noticed
Particularly, well, it's because it's in the grey. As soon
Yeah.
as you get in the red, it looks fantastic.
Yeah.
It's still got a manual hood. You don't have an auto up down. That's a stupid idea anyway.
All about weight saving because
It's all about weight saving.
weighs 1,050 kilos or something. Very
Exactly.
light.
It's even lighter than the
last
previous
one, yeah.
than the previous one. What else? Okay, so from the exterior, kind of the boot is pretty much the same size as the old one. It's, I think, very slightly narrower, but it's deeper. You still don't get a spare wheel, but where the hell are you going to put a spare wheel in
Yeah.
this car? That's just not really going to happen. Then jumping into the inside, you've obviously still got your Bose sound system, which is great. Fantastic little sound system in this car. Your windows, obviously still power windows. Only auto down on the driver's side though. Remember that. You've not got auto up down on either. And it's got something to do with having soft tops. I'm not sure what it is, but some safety rubbish. I don't know. But inside, the new little infotainment system is quite good.
I quite like it.
It's quite nice. Pretty cutesy. But it's like operated by two little tiny knobs.
That's the perfect word in this car.
I'm going to ignore you once again and keep going. Aircon, obviously you've got your auto climate control, same as the old car really. The actual dashboard though looks unbelievably good, I think.
Yeah,
It's
nice.
it's so cool. The round air vents, they've kept that from the old model, which is great. Plus all the lines and angles look really cool. The seats, the comfort behind the seats, how amazingly comfortable are
That's
these
very
seats?
comfortable.
You have to admit
The
that.
seats are very comfortable.
Okay, well I've at least got something decent
Hey,
out
have
of
you
you.
noticed with the sound system, by the way, these are actually speakers.
Yeah,
right here in
just
your
in the
headrest.
headrest, so
It's
you hear
kinda weird.
something right behind you.
Especially if you're on Bluetooth and you've got the person like in your head, like right here. It's
Mazda
very
messing with your
interesting
mind.
experience,
Okay.
Yeah.
The steering wheel, they've made the steering wheel slightly thinner than before, so I actually quite like it. It makes it feel slightly more precise.
Hairdressers have small hands.
I'm going to end up punching you by the end of this video. But there are a few downsides. So yes, it has things like cruise control, and that's brilliant. I really missed having cruise control in the old one, in the NC. But there are things like they have removed the glove box. I don't know which moron decided to do that.
No storage inside this
It's
thing.
ridiculous.
It is actually mad.
There's a piece of storage like there.
and
like
it's full of book.
It's ridiculous. They've taken out the glove compartment. That is,
There's no
you have to have a flappy
door
paddle head
pockets.
to make that decision.
There's no storage.
There is no storage.
Actually ridiculous.
Although they have got a little flap in the middle there instead of 2 cup holders, which is a great
You can fit
addition.
not even one set of keys.
You can fit a few sets of keys in. Come on, stop your moaning.
I'm
I'm going to use the word moaning instead of another word beginning with B.
I decided the reason that there's no storage is because hairdressers have handbags, and that's where everything goes.
I'm really going to end up kicking you in the box.
Can I say a few things?
Yeah, you go for it.
There's been a lot of rambling.
Yeah, there has been a lot of rambling.
Things that I don't like. The boot. There's no. You can't. You've got keyless entry.
You've got to use the key. How annoying is that?
Keyless entry, so you can get into the car without taking the key out
But you
your
can't.
pocket. There's not even a remote open for the boot.
There used to be a button on the boot that you
Yes.
could hold down, and there used to be a button.
And there's no
just
button
by
here now.
by the release for the
Yes.
for the bonnet.
There's
And
no
it's not
button
that
here
there.
anymore,
Yeah.
and there's no button at the back. So now
And
you
that's
have
stupid.
to take the key out.
That is stupid.
That is really badly designed. What else do I not like? I really like the seats. The
Yep.
driving position is quite nice, but I think if you're any bigger than I am, you're done. It's too small.
You reckon? Because when you move the seat back, it goes slightly down in the car. So you have the further back you sit, the more headroom you have.
I had someone at the office who's not that tall, but slightly taller than I am. He got in and he was like, "This is mad small." Like,
Did he put
was
his seat back?
Yeah.
But it's a small car.
Yeah, okay.
Was his
but,
head
all
touching
I'm
the
just
roof?
saying, yeah, pretty much. If you're taller than I am, and I'm like, I don't know, 175 or something, you're going to have a bad time. And I'm probably not even average for a guy. So, so that's like immediately just writing it off for a lot of men. Amongst the many other jokes that I could say that why a man would not buy this thing. But what I will say is that I much prefer this over the old car. The old car was like a wallowy.
It was very floppy.
Yeah,
that was
very
the
floppy.
worst thing about the NC.
This is a bit stiffer.
Yeah.
Not too stiff. It still rolls a bit.
Yeah, because it's designed for
exactly.
around town. It's not a immediate track monster.
No, yeah, fully. And I quite like the little bit of lean. It gives you a nice sensation.
Yeah, it makes it more interesting just driving around town.
Engine, great.
Yeah.
Really flexible from anywhere in the rev range. Nice and smooth. You can rev it out. It's quite nice. Very responsive. Great motor. And I must admit, I've actually had a lot of fun driving it. It's a car you can just get in and thrash
Immediately.
off the bat.
Yeah.
And have a whale of a time. It's such good fun.
I never drive these things with the traction control on unless I'm on a highway.
Yeah, it's such great fun.
Traction control is just there for highway driving.
Yeah,
it's simple as that.
As I say,
Also, you
really
can only get this car in a manual in South Africa.
Yeah, which is great.
And that is genius. Anyone
Yeah.
who gets this car in an automatic is just
It's
stupid.
like someone who buys a Toyota 86
in automatic.
auto.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I know the obvious comparison that a lot of people do is this versus the 86, but actually I think that they are so different.
They are very different.
That it's almost an unfair comparison.
The
type
reason
of guy
people
who buys this is not the same person who buys an 86.
No.
End of story. I know that they do comparative lap times, but
yeah, because they've both got 2-liter engines and
Yeah.
they're both little
Sports cars and
lightweight
stuff.
sports
But
cars.
to me, the 86 has got a fair amount more practicality.
Yeah.
Quite a lot more actually. The boot is bigger than 86, for example. The 86 suspension is probably a little bit better sorted than this.
Particularly for track use.
Yeah, for track use, it's a lot flatter.
Yep.
So I don't think it's a fair comparison, so I'm not even going to make that comparison. I have really enjoyed driving this car. Would I buy one? No. I just could never own an MX5.
I did own an MX5. The question is, would I buy the new one? Yes, I would buy the new one. However, things like not having the storage space on a day-to-day basis would annoy me. When I had my MX5, it was my only car.
Yeah.
I used it for everything. Going on holidays to just going to the office.
Yeah.
And actually, you can do a weekend away, like a two-day, three-day trip, no problem in this car. The problem now is interior space, and I think the people who buy these will find them fairly annoying on a day-to-day basis, just because you don't really have too much. You've got stuff in your life, and that's going to annoy people.
Yep.
But it is cheaper than an 86. I know we're not comparing, but it is cheaper than an 86. The roof comes down. There's a lot of fun to be had with driving with the roof off. I know you have.
That's the reason I wouldn't get it.
Yeah, but it can be a lot of fun. Particularly, people always think you've got to have sun to have the roof off. No,
it's actually worse with the sun down.
Joburg summer.
Sun up,
at like 6, 7 o'clock in the evening, as the sun's going down and it's cooling down. What an absolute pleasure!
Yeah.
Love it when the roof is off. Then.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the UK is proof. They're one of the biggest drop-top markets in the world, and
they've got the worst weather.
So but I as I say, I'm not a fan of drop-tops.
Yeah, overall though, I think what Mazda's done is they have improved the looks. They've improved the handling over the old one.
Yep.
They've tightened things up a little bit.
Yep.
And I think they've just continued the MX5.
Yeah.
This is going to be a hit, and people are going to be making these into track cars and all sorts of stuff, and there's no reason why not.
Yep.
Good car.
Fully agree.